Have you ever had this feeling while hanging out with your friends, when you joke about something and then laugh at it, and suddenly realize, oh my god, I would have been cancelled for that? Kinda relatable, isn't it? It's one thing to toss out an edgy comment among friends in a laid-back setting, no harm done. But there's a whole different game when you make it public, especially when representing a major company. History is packed with examples of that going wrong. That's why brands now have guidelines, what to say and what to skip. For some, it's a lifesaver. For others, not so much. So, here is the tricky part. What's more damaging, censorship or total freedom? Don't know the answer? Let's find out. I'm Mike Inishev, and today we'll try not to kill our businesses together. I think everyone knows these brands, but I'm sure not everyone knows the scandals they were involved in. In 2018, H&M posted a photo of an African-American child in a hoodie with the caption, "Coolest monkey in the jungle." This led to accusations of racism. The company apologized and deleted the photo, but that didn't save them from a boycott. H&M stores in South Africa were vandalized by protesters and sales dropped. The same year, Dolce & Gabbana released an ad where a Chinese model tried to eat Italian food with chopsticks. Guess what? It was perceived as racism and disrespect for Chinese culture. Chinese consumers launched a massive boycott. Sales plummeted, and their Shanghai fashion event was cancelled. The losses? Millions of dollars. For these companies, it's no longer relevant, but let me remind you what censorship really means. In simple words, censorship is control of information. Everything you see or hear can be restricted, banned, or suppressed, often to protect different social groups. For businesses, this protection works both ways. Companies self-censor content that may offend audiences, while also shielding themselves from financial and reputational damage. Some brands handle it well, others not so much. So, how do brands actually censor content? Here are 5 common ways. The first one, moderating social media content. Brands delete or hide negative, offensive, or controversial comments, posts, or reviews to maintain a positive image and avoid backlash. The second one, avoiding controversial topics. Brands steer clear of politics, religion, or social issues that might polarize their audience. The third one, editing or removing offensive content. Companies revise ads, packaging, or website content to remove anything deemed offensive. Some brands have even changed product names or logos after discovering unintended negative connotations in other cultures. The fourth one, using neutral language. To avoid offending anyone, brands often strip content of humor, sarcasm, and personality.
I was acting. Or was I?
And the fifth one, complying with local laws and regulations. Brands adjust content to meet their legal regulations of different regions. No one wants fines or bans. For instance, streaming services edit or remove content to comply with strict censorship laws in certain countries. Censorship has its upsides, but it also has a dark side. When brands censor too much, people feel they're being manipulated, which destroys trust. In today's world, transparency and honesty matter more than ever. That's not all. Brands that over-censor often lose their unique voice. By playing it safe, they become bland and forgettable. Another issue, brands may miss out on deeper connections with their audiences. On the flip side, some brands try too hard to stay relevant, and it backfires. Take Gillette's 2018 campaign, "The Best Man Can Be."
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think she's trying to say.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
But something finally changed.
In criticizing toxic masculinity, hoping to spark a conversation, but many men felt attacked. The backlash? Boycotts. Consumers threw away their Gillette razors and switched to competitors. Sales dropped significantly. The mistake? Gillette didn't consider its core audience, men. Despite good intention, the excuses was flawed. Another example, in 2017, Starbucks launched Race Together, encouraging customers to discuss racial stereotypes by writing messages on cups. This attempt to address social issues felt forced and superficial. The reaction? Massive social media backlash and a temporary sales decline. So, should brands censor content or leave it unrestricted? Well, some materials clearly needs moderation. There are legal limits for a reason, but criticism, even harsh or inaccurate, doesn't always need to be raised. Responding thoughtfully can turn criticism into opportunity. What if content is legal but still needs to be removed? Transparency is a key. Brands should clearly explain why they're removing content and maintain open dialogue with their audience. At the end of the day, brands need a balanced approach. Be authentic, embrace your voice, acknowledge mistakes, and keep moving forward. Experiment, try new formats, explore different themes, and stay ahead of trends.
Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
How do you feel about censorship? Have you seen examples where it harmed a brand? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like this video if you found it useful. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos. See you in the next one.